What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where today we're going to be talking about Palpatine's clothes and the throne room in The Rise of Skywalker. Yes, there will be spoilers from The Rise of Skywalker in this video, so if you don't want any further information about The Rise of Skywalker, be sure to click out of this video and go check out another video on the channel. But thank you to all of the returning subscribers and daily coffee drinkers, and if you're new to this channel and you love Star Wars, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on this video and any other videos you watch, and be sure to hit that bell, not once, but twice, so that you're always notified the second a new video goes live. So like I said, we're going to be talking about the leak coming from Jason Ward over at MakingStarWars.net, one of the most reliable sources in the Star Wars community. So we're going to talk directly what Jason says, and then we'll do some commentary and thoughts afterwards. So here's what Jason has to say. The climax of Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, culminates with Rey confronting the Emperor on his stone, thorny throne. The high-backed chair of the throne is essentially the throne Ralph McQuarrie designed for Return of the Jedi. However, the throne is surrounded by 4 giant stone thorns on each side of the throne, with 2 smaller thorns near the Emperor's armrest. The seat is 4 or 5 steps high. It appears to have tiny red lights on a few of the thrones. The new throne's chair back is pretty similar to this old McQuarrie piece for Return of the Jedi. Darth Sidious dresses for the job he wants, not the job he has. Darth Sidious, former Emperor of the Galactic Empire, sits upon his throne after Ben Solo has died. But before Ben's death, Darth Sidious has channeled the Force through Rey and Ben, and rejuvenated himself to his former Revenge of the Sith youth, looking as he did when he declared himself Emperor after eradicating the Jedi Order, several decades before in Revenge of the Sith. The Darth Sidious appears in The Rise of Skywalker wearing a red burgundy robe with a black hooded tunic over the robes. His waist is tied with a black belt with a silver buckle on it with a red light, offset to the right-hand side. It is my personal opinion that this may be Palpatine's best costume in the Skywalker saga. The black tunic is like Darth Vader's or Luke Skywalker's Return of the Jedi costume, but the skirt flows down to his feet. Darth Sidious' new clothes are similar to his Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 5 outfit. So let's do first things first. We got initial thoughts. So what I think about this is, it makes sense that we're going to be getting those callbacks from Return of the Jedi, especially if Palpatine is back. I wouldn't expect something completely different from a character of his age, and the fact that he's been around so long, he's old enough that his tastes are going to be pretty well set in stone. And just like anybody who's, 30, 40 years old, we're going to have most of our ways set in stone at that point. So it would make sense that Palpatine's doing some type of similar things to Return of the Jedi. So whether we think that that's just laziness or just reuse of old ideas in design, I don't think so, only because it's Palpatine and the character has been around since before Episode 1. So that makes sense to me, so I don't really have any quarrels with that one. But I do want to clarify one other thing. And when Jason's talking about how he is rejuvenated and appears like he did in Revenge of the Sith after he's eradicated the Jedi Order, I want to be clear on this, that he doesn't mean he won't be like he did in the original trilogy. He won't look young. He won't look like a complete normal person. Because if you take notes at the words carefully, it says after eradicating the Jedi Order. So what that means is he's going to look like he did after Mace Windu deflected all of that lightning back at him and aged him dramatically, and he had all of his wrinkles. So that's what he's going to look like. He's not going to look like Senator Palpatine or anything like that, so Chancellor Palpatine or anything like that. So he's going to look like he did at the end of Revenge of the Sith, after Anakin had turned and after Windu had deflected all of that lightning on him. One other thing in here that I want to comment on briefly is his outfit. And we've gotten a little information about this over the last couple of months, and this is just kind of more lining that leads and ties into those. So it's quite cool to see that they aren't going to just give him that black robe that he had in Return of the Jedi. He's going to be getting something more fitting for the sequel trilogy and for the fact that he's still alive, and it's kind of more like a bombastic re-entrance. So we got some old in the fact that his throne, and then we have the new in terms of his clothes that are something of a callback to those hardcore fans and kind of a little bit of fan service if you watched all of the Clone Wars episodes. So I think it's going to look really good on screen. All of the costumes thus far have looked great, so I'm really excited to see what it looks like on screen. I especially like the fact that we get that nice tied red burgundy robe with a black hooded tunic. So that's going to be really cool. That'll be nice and popping on the screen. It'll contrast quite nicely with Snoke's red backroom and his gold robe, so we're going to get kind of a twist on that. And so I think that Jason is probably correct when he says that it's going to be the best outfit for Palpatine in the Skywalker saga, because the other ones have been pretty similar. You know, back in the 80s, it's not like they had the biggest budget to do this, especially. So I'm really excited for this. I think that Palpatine's character is going to be a nice addition, a nice welcome addition to the chaos that's been ensuing in this galaxy in the sequel trilogy thus far. But let me know what you guys think with a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless, and may the Force be with you.